Liz Wheeler, host of The Liz Wheeler Show, joins us now to discuss where these vaccine mandates are heading, the latest out of Afghanistan as well. Liz, good to see you. This is a turnaround for, I don't know where Fauci stands anymore. I have like 8 cuts of audio that I played on radio today, and he went from saying, and you know this because you've been tweeting about this. Actually, I think one of the video clips I got from you, he was saying that, no, we don't need masks. Just eat a healthy diet. You don't need to cover your face. Eat a healthy diet. Get outside in the sunshine. And then it's, well, yes, wear masks. No, wear masks. Now you got to wear no masks for kids in schools. Now masks for kids in schools. Now maybe we should mask on. Yes, mask mandates on an airplane. I can't follow the science with this. Your thoughts?
No, I mean, Fauci is a total fraud. You and I and a few other people have been saying this from the beginning because we saw that Fauci was contradicting himself and ignoring the science from the very beginning. But when it comes to air travel, I mean, Dana, it's really very simple. We just have to ask him, okay, well, what data is this based on? Are people getting sick? Are they transmitting COVID-19 to each other from being on airplanes? And the answer to that is actually no. Ironically enough, even though planes feel disgusting because you're crammed in there like sardines in a jar, it's actually not really a hotbed of COVID transmission. And on CNN just today, Dr. Leanna Wen, who is billed by CNN as an ER physician, but actually she's the former head of Planned Parenthood. So really, I'm not sure why they're having her on talking about saving lives, not really her forte. But she admitted actually that air travel is safe. She admitted that it's not so much a safety measure as it is a tool to coerce people to get vaccinated. And I mean, kudos to her for actually being honest about it. She's a tyrant, she's unscientific, and she's a nut job, but at least she's being honest about the point of vaccine mandates. And Fauci has a history of being manipulative. That's what this is all about. He wants us to get vaccinated. He doesn't care how.
Yeah, that's a good point. My favorite response from Leanna Wen was last week when she was comparing not getting vaccinated to driving drunk, which I don't think that the undrunk or non-drunk catch the drunk from the drunk. Science.
It's completely ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous because one's active and one's passive, right? You have no constitutional or fundamental or inherent human right not to die of a pathogen, not to ever contract a virus. I mean, we constantly transmit viruses to each other all the time. That's why people get common colds and sinus infections and the seasonal flu and every other crud that we've ever gotten. Imagine if we actually in our nation viewed this as essentially homicide, that when you transmit it to someone else, you're killing them. I mean, this would be an absolutely insane. Only an idiot would even suggest such a thing. And yet these idiots are in charge of our public health and our public policy, unfortunately, and politicians are listening to them. It's nutty.
Last Friday, Liz, Fauci was asked about natural immunity, which is weird that that's never included with anything. Not in the New York vax program, not in, I mean, I think Sweden and maybe a couple of European countries are the only ones who actually include natural immunity on any kind of vax passport. But for some reason, that's not discussed at all here in the United States. And when he was asked about that, he said, I really don't have the answer for you on that. Why? I mean, this would be really a magical virus, Liz, don't you think? If this was the one virus in all of human history where you didn't get natural immunity from it, like chickenpox and everything else, how does he not have answers on this?
Well, he does have answers. He just doesn't want to tell you and tell me, because if we had all the information, we might decide to act in a way differently than how he wants us to act. The truth of the matter is the CDC's own website says that 120.2 million Americans have natural immunity to COVID-19. That number, by the way, hasn't been updated since May. So the number is actually millions and millions higher than that. Oh, wow. But the truth of the matter is Fauci believes that if people were exempt from the COVID vaccine because of natural immunity, then people would lie about it. Or maybe not even lie about it. Maybe they believe in good faith that they had it, but they never got antibody tested, so they don't have proof of it. And because he doesn't want people to get out of the vaccine, he doesn't want these exemptions, he's just forcing all these millions of people then to get the vaccine, at least theoretically, because of the few who would lie about natural immunity. So again, it's manipulation. This is what we saw from him last year about the mask, telling us not to wear masks because he wanted to save the PPE, when really he wanted us to wear masks. He was just waiting to mandate it. He's a master manipulator, and this is the latest example.